started to hear it. Alright, just went live with a new card. Let's see if we can find it. Hey! How about that? Are you on it too, Kyle?
Yeah.
Right. This time Moses got tripods. He got some tape to this table. Tape to this music stand. And then Moses's is this larger tripod taped to a box of CDs.
And then you want to pick me some mint. Where it at? Bunch of mint leaves.
Dude, yes.
Ooh, that's cold. It's gonna get real cold too. Spicy.
Should lock it.
I'll show you that. Thank you. So we're getting ready to take off for Hood River, Oregon. I think it's also called like the Fruit Loop. The loop we're gonna go on just has a bunch of fruit stands, and been there before, filmed there before. I think the last time I filmed, if my memory's correct, is when my mom was here 2 times ago. When her and Chris were both here. We took them there, had a picnic and all that. But right now, I guess there is a sunflower field that's in full bloom and just monstrous flowers and everything. I'm gonna go check that out. I'm still undecided on how much I'm gonna film, but I want to still bring the camera for that option and to definitely get some pictures. So the first farm that we went to is actually closed. That's the farm that has the sunflower fields and stuff. You could see them from the road and they were pretty, but the driveway was all roped off. But I pulled over next to this like winery storage crate place. I'm gonna get a few pictures. So we made our way to the Packard Orchard
Retail store.
Yeah, the retail store. Right over here, my mom and us and Chris had a picnic 2 years ago. But this is gonna be our last stop, and we're just gonna head home. Just not much open here.
Big old bus.
But Haley did get a Marionberry hand pie. Hand pie. It's the first time you get to eat something like this ever in your entire life. It was pretty good.
Flaky and really good.
Smells good. It is kind of just slightly warm too.
Oh my gosh, you should have some.
I'll have some. Okay.
I think it's really good. Shut up. It's so good. It's so flaky.
It was really good. I got mostly crust, which was good, but I wanted to try the actual berry. Yeah.
Worth a 2-hour drive.
Okay. Oops. We are making one more stop before we get home. This is Panorama Point, and I'm wondering if I'm overexposed. That might be a little better. No, this is just off the highway, and it's really smoky in Oregon, and California, and Washington, and Idaho right now. Montana, just the west. So the view's not real great, but it is Panorama Point, so let's do a panorama. there?
Views.
Looks nice.
I mean, yeah, but smoky, you can't see.
Yeah. Take a look. Pretty windy. Ah, one of these. This is the Panorama Point Vista House. Connected to power lines. And we found something else. So I'm gonna be like, welcome to our town. And then you just spin it to show that it's not, it's like a, even though you can tell. Welcome to our town. What sounds better than that?
I don't know what you're going for,
I
so
don't know
I
what I'm
don't know.
going for either. Alright, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that just doesn't sound good. Welcome to our town.
I don't know.
Welcome to our new building. Look at this thing. Some weird fruit town, and we just got like this half building. This is the back side. It's basically just one wall of a building. Got a bunch of chicory right here. I think Haley's just going back to the car. She doesn't like it. Next time we find some weird building with only one wall in the middle of nowhere, I'm not stopping.
I don't.
Alright, so we're back home. I mean, the trip was... it got us out of the house, so that's nice. Gotta actually do something, and the drive is always beautiful going that direction. But now that we're home, before I go back and I sit in that chair and just edit for the rest of the day, I'm gonna focus a little bit on my own art. And what I'm gonna do is... Okay, so I've been eating some of the peppers in the garden, but sometimes when the plant first starts producing, the first pods are just really small. But I have some really nice looking, just beautiful peppers, full, just monsters. You'll see them in a second. But I'm going to set those up in a specific way and just try to get a few nice photos of them. My idea is to put a needle on maybe a piece of wood or just something, and then barely set the pepper in there, so it's kind of like a hovering pepper, and probably remove the needle later in Photoshop. And I don't know, in my head it's looking cool. First things first is a nice sized needle. Alright, first one is a Carolina Reaper. Never grown this one. Look at that weird green tail coming out. Cut this off at the very tip. Next, I'm going over to this one that is next to the house. This is a Butla Scorpion. And this one, so fat and pretty. And the last one that I am cutting today, Brazilian Brain Strain. So there's no time that this road isn't loud, but it's rush hour, so it's a little bit louder than normal. So I need to figure out a way to get this to stand up straight. Try to drill it in there. Probably be enough. So yeah, my plan is, you can see the bokeh in the background. It's just nice and soft looking. My plan is to kind of utilize that green background. I'm going to try to nail the thread side of the needle into the wood, and then the top is what's going to just lightly set in the pepper. Doesn't need to go very far. It's not much weight to hold up. This should do. Can you see it? You can see it. There's a little spider in there. I'm going to show you that and get it out. Okay, so I'm focused right on there. This would be a great time for a macro lens, or yeah, whatever. But yeah, right in this crevice. So, oh, he was dead. Maybe that just is. I don't know. Spiders don't shed their exoskeletons, do they? Or their skin. but definitely don't want that as a part of the picture. So I'm not sure if this is going to turn out how I had it in my head to get it into editing and see. I did do something that I've never done before, and that's focus stacking. So the last image, this one right here, actually is 15 pictures, and it's focus stacked from the very front plane to the very back. Yeah, this should be fun to mess with. Alright, I need to get back in there and edit, and I'll probably be editing till like 2 or 3 in the morning tonight.